Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Divine Lucas, and if this is your first time stopping by, you are welcome. And to all those that keep on watching me on a daily basis, well, on a daily basis, but every time I post, thank you so much and welcome back. Yeah. So if it's your first time, please do like, subscribe, comment. Do hit the notification bell. I always have a problem saying that word. Do hit the notification bell. Yeah, and anyway, let's get right into the video. So today's topic is back on the xenophobia attacks, because this is something that has been affecting me for a very long time since I was a child. And I was like, you know what, I'm gonna have to speak out on this. I have to speak how I feel on this, and no one's gonna stop me. I'm gonna speak, and I'm just gonna give my opinion, my mind, and how I feel, you know so now this is what's happening recently. I've been watching videos of how Nigerians in their country, and foreign nationals in South Africa, plus including Nigerians. Well, let's start first with Nigerians in their country. Nigerians in their country deciding to burn down shops that belong to South Africans, businesses that belong to South Africans, mainly ShopRite and stuff like that. First of all, I want to say two wrongs don't make a right, and I totally do not stand for it, because two wrongs do not make a right. As oppressed people, we should not oppress other people. Hurt people should not hurt other people. Second of all, burning infrastructure in your country is not good. South Africans have really shown us their senseless side. You don't want to show them that you are senseless in that domain too. You cannot burn stores in your country. It's infrastructure, because these are things that are going to need repairs later on. You could either chase business owners out and probably use the infrastructure for something else. But when you are burning the infrastructure, you're only destroying the country, you're destroying the beauty of the country. And so for me, that's my first point. I feel like in your countries, do not do the same thing that the South Africans are doing. Two wrongs do not make a right. We can punish South Africa without violence as well. We don't need to execute to violent methods, just to make them understand that they need us too. There's a lot of ways we can show South Africa that they need us without showing violence and being violent towards them too. After all, we are fighting against them being violent towards us, so we shouldn't do that back to them. And also, that goes the same going goes to the people in South African foreign nationals that are like fighting back. Now that's a different story, because when you're out of your country, you're burning things. That is, you are destroying your country. But now when you're in South Africa and you're fighting back, that's different, because enough is enough. This has been happening for almost a decade. I know this 100%. I know, I felt it, I've lived through it. I was a child when it first started. I didn't understand a lot when I was a kid, but I know how it felt, because I know I've always lived in fear for my life. And this started when I was just a little kid of 12 years old. There's a lot of kids who are like me, who are afraid to go to school, because the kids are going to make fun of them, tell them how they're going to beat them, and they're going to be defenseless, because no one's going to speak for them. And they will walk through the school corridors being insulted, being called names like Makwerekwere. I know that, because that was the name I was called. My brothers were called that. All my friends who were foreign nationals were called that as we grew up. And that was a name that was so familiar to me. Discrimination. Okay, so the people who are living in South Africa, I do see a lot of foreign nationals have decided to stand up for themselves and defend themselves. I am for it and against it in a way, because let's put it this way: for so long we've watched our brothers die defenseless, not able to defend themselves. So if I'm going to stand up today and say I'm going to defend myself, then damn right I'm going to defend myself. I'm definitely going to defend myself against anybody that wants to kill me or harm anybody that's close to me, family related, or anybody that I consider as a brother or sister. Now, resulting to us going and beating up South Africans, that's something where I say I do not stand for. I do not stand for any violence. But if they're gonna come for you, then you have to be prepared. Third point I want to make is a lot of foreigners that are in South Africa need to be safe. Stay safe. Stay in your homes. I know it's really hard because some of us or some foreigners, if you don't go out, your kids will not eat. I know, because I was that kid too. I totally understand. Because my dad is that foreigner too. That has to go out, because if he doesn't go out, I won't eat, or my siblings will not eat. But he can go out because he's too afraid to lose his life. He won't be able to go out, or my mom will not be able to go out. Now, how I feel like we can resolve this issue, I see a lot of South African celebrities keeping quiet on this. They're saying nothing at all. Now, I started unfollowing every South African celebrity that said nothing, because you are agreeing with this. You're not speaking up. You have a platform. You have a platform to speak out, and you're not doing it. And I should follow you. And why are people who are still foreigners, who are foreigners in South Africa or outside of South Africa, or who do not belong to South Africa, why are you guys still following these South African celebrities that are not speaking out? It's time to unfollow. It's time for us to start fucking up with their businesses too. Not in a violent way. We don't have to do it violently, but we can fuck up with their businesses too, just so they can understand that they need us too. They need us. They really need us. It's not only us who need them. They need us. Why are we still following the South African celebrities? You know, the more followers they have on Instagram, the more they get paid per post. It's time to unfollow them too. That's what I urge. I urge everybody that's out of South Africa, that's not South African, that's following a South African celebrity or any South African businesses, to start first by unfollowing. Number 2, what is the world doing? What is Africa as a continent doing? Why don't we refrain ourselves from South Africa completely and let them be South Africa as they want to be themselves? Right now it's too sweet because South Africa is the giants of Africa. So now it's too sweet because you guys are saying, okay, you don't need us. They don't understand the importance of the immigrants being in the country. They don't understand the importance of having peace with the rest of the African continent. They don't understand that particular point. So it's time for us to make a point to them. This has been going on for 10 years, over a decade. Remember, I said I was 12 years old when the first uproaring xenophobic attacks happened, and I'm 23 today. 10 years plus, this has been going on. We need to refrain ourselves from the South African continent completely and let them be South Africa. We need to stop listening to South African music. Why? Why are we listening to the music? Anyway, the music don't even make it internationally unless they make collabos with the Nigerian stars or whatever. Facts. Now, I'm not throwing any jabs towards any South African, because I know South Africa is a beautiful country with beautiful people. I know a lot of South Africans who are against this. My problem is with people that are just sitting down and folding their arms when they have the platform to speak out. My problem is with the people who think it's okay, this type of behavior, it's okay. That's where my problem lies. These are the people my problem. These are the people I have problems with. Because South Africans think that their country can survive on its own. They think their country can survive on its own. Without these immigrants, 80% of immigrants create their own jobs in South Africa. Facts. 80% of immigrants create their own jobs in South Africa. 100% facts. We don't take anybody's jobs. And like I said in my previous video, if the job is given to a foreign national, it's because there's no South African available. I know this. I've been job hunting. My mom's been job hunting. My family, friends have been job hunting. We create our own jobs because we know we cannot get jobs. So what are you talking about? What are you talking about when you say we're here to take your jobs? What are you talking about? The problem also is the South African government, because they watch the people say, "Oh, foreigners are here to take our jobs," and they're not honest with their people. They're not honest with their people. If they were honest with their people and told them how the job system works in South Africa, then South Africans will never say, "Oh, foreigners take our job," because they will understand that for a foreigner not to take a job, it don't make sense. They first take South African citizens. Second, like I said in my previous video, attitude. So that's where you find these little small companies, security companies, small aluminium companies hiring foreign nationals to work rather than South Africans, because obviously the foreign national knows this is my only chance, my only job. I have to put my all onto it. South Africa knows that I have the government. I have the government to blame. We all know it's facts. We know it's facts. They will blame the government, since they've been blaming the government. And then we'll say, "You've taken my job," a job that you don't even want. The job is always there for you. It has always been available for you. You just never wanted it. You only wanted it the moment you saw the foreign national being working on that spot. That's the only time now you want that job, because how can a foreign national have a job in my country when I'm jobless? The job has always been available, has always been there for you. It's time that we put this to a stop. It has to stop. It has to stop. We cannot be in support of South Africans no more. We can't. We have to stand together as one Africa, excluding South Africa. They don't want to be part of us. They want to be South Africa. It's okay. It is so heartbreaking, because divided, we all fall. There's no one who's going to win. And united, we stand. When the colonizers came in Africa, that was the first thing they did. The first thing they ever did with the colonizers when they came to Africa, they were so smart. The first thing they ever did was to put us, to divide us. That's the first thing they did. Because they understood the power of togetherness. They understood the power of togetherness, where this continent would move. They understood that, so they inflicted hatred amongst each other. And today, in 2019, we're still hating one another. We are trying to move Africa as a continent forward. We've been the bottom barrel for so long. The world has always looked at us as the bottom. We've been the bottom barrel for so long. Why are we not working together? Why do we have to end up hating each other, then killing each other? What is your reasons? We're taking your jobs. We're taking your women that you don't even know how to treat. We're bringing crimes to your country. Can we not solve the crime together? Can we not put our hands together and solve this crime together? Can we not do that? Can we not do that? I urge the rest of Africa to stand together against xenophobia and speak out, because I go on Instagram, so, no one is speaking out. When Paris was being burnt, everybody spoke out for Paris. Our African brothers are dying and no one is speaking about it. No one is speaking. Everybody's closing their everybody's folding their arms because they're too scared to speak about it. Why? Why are we scared to speak about something that's affecting us as a continent? This is where I understand that the world really doesn't care about us. No international celebrity, well, some, but none of them be putting pray for South Africa, pray for Africa. No, nobody. That's how we need to understand that we're on our own as an African continent. We're on our own, and we on our own. And it's really heartbreaking when an African person does not understand that. It's heartbreaking. It's really heartbreaking. Anyways, with all that being said, thank you so much for watching this video. Do like, subscribe, and share the video. Until next time, goodbye.